Welcome to my channel. My name is Sammy, and today I'm going to go through my January and February reads. So let's get right into it. Starting with January. So I started off the year of 2026 with Fake Skating by Lynn Painter. This is a YA romance. I think she has dabbled into adult romances. I may have read one of her adult ones, but her YA are just... they just hit right, you know, for me. And Better Than the Movies of hers is like, I have to read that book like once a year. I love it so much. It's so cute. It's so wholesome, adorable. I love it. So this one is Fake Skating. It's a new YA release of hers, and it's second chance romance where they knew each other as kids and then one moved away and now they're coming back together. And I really enjoyed it. It did not get to the level of Better Than the Movies, but I did think I enjoyed it more than, what was the other release? Betting on You is what it was called. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but I did feel like I enjoyed this one more than that one. So I would definitely recommend it, especially if you have any interest in hockey stuff. That was cool. The only thing is, it's so stupid, but on the cover of the book, they're both skating. And I thought, oh, is she a figure skater? He's a hockey player, that kind of thing? No. She does nothing with ice skates. And also, I thought, oh, maybe that's a scene in the book where, you know, the classic, like, oh, I'm a hockey player, let me show you how to ice skate. You never ice skate before. And she falls, he catches her, something like that. No. So I did feel like the cover was a little misleading. So I didn't love that. But definitely recommend. I rated this one 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend if you enjoyed Better Than the Movies and you like YA romances, I would definitely recommend. It was nice. It was a perfect timing because it was like snowing and very cold there. And it was winter time, so it was perfect timing. And yeah, highly recommend. Love Lynn Painter. I think she just announced another book coming out. Give me all of them. Okay, so then the next book in January was actually an ARC I got. Oh god, I love this series so much. So this book is part of the Castle Knowles Files series. If you've not heard of it, this is from Kristen Perlin. I don't know if I say that right. Apologize if I did. So this is I believe the 3rd installment of this series. This one's called How to Cheat Your Own Death. The first one's called How to Solve Your Own Murder. It's so good. Please, 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 please go read it. It's so good. It takes place in England and you're following the main character of Annie, and there's all these crazy mysteries she has to solve. They all have fortunes of how their life's gonna end, little riddles to solve, and also there's a little side slow burn romance between Annie and the main detective. And I'm obsessed. When I heard that the 3rd installment was coming out, I think it's actually coming out, let me look it up so you go read it. April 28th, 2026 is when it's releasing. Not too much I can say for the synopsis because, it's going to spoil the rest of the series. But basically just Annie finds herself in another mystery. This one, though, is a little different. So the first 2 take place in Castle Knowles, but this 3rd one actually takes place in London with Annie's mom. So there's a mystery around there, and possibly a dead body is found. Yes. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Every single one of these is 5 stars for me. They just hit a spot of cozy mystery that just makes me so happy, and I love these characters, every single one, so much. I love this town in England that makes me wish it, 1, was real, and 2, I could go there and live there. It just sounds so friendly and homey, and you get to solve mysteries. Yeah, so definitely recommend. I do wish that the slow burn will like burn a little faster. Maybe in the 4th one. But there was a new added mystery for like the whole series in this one that kind of was like, ooh, it changed the direction of where the fourth one was probably going to go. So that was really intriguing. I highly, highly recommend. If you have not checked this out, if you like, I haven't dabbled into mysteries, but I want to try the series. It's so good, so interesting. Also, too, just so you know, this is a really cool thing, is she kind of goes between two different timelines. So, it follows Annie, but it also follows her, I don't know if it's just her aunt or her great aunt, I forget, but her Aunt Frances. She has all these diaries from her whole entire life that she's written down. So Annie is kind of, while she's going through the book, is also reading those journals to get to know her aunt a little more. And we also get to learn more about her too. And so you kind of go between two different timelines and two different characters' perspectives. And it's really cool. Kristen laid it out really well that I don't get the two timelines confused. And it was really interesting to learn about both. There's very intriguing things in both, but also intersecting ones. Really cool. And yeah, I highly, highly recommend the series. Go read it. 5 stars. Okay, so now we're into February. Sorry if I say February weird. It's a hard word to say. Okay, so I wanted just a short little romance, and I couldn't decide what I wanted. So I finally fell upon, I think it's a short little novella series from Ali Hazelwood. This is Under One Roof. It was very short. It was only like 100-something pages, and I think it takes place of like 3 friends. It's 3 short little novellas, so basically, I'm assuming it all equals 1 book. You get to follow each of their romances, which is very interesting. I've only read the first one. I haven't gone to the others yet. I go back and forth. I really did like The Love Hypothesis by Ali. The only other one I read by her is Love on the Brain. And again, I did enjoy it, but there's so many times of like, I was like, oh, that girl in the main character reminds me of the main character in Love Hypothesis, or with the guy, vice versa. I was like, oh, he reminds me of him. Like, it kind of felt like the same base characteristics of each character were the same, and it was just a different story. It was really conflicting, because one second I'm like, okay, I did enjoy it, but then also I felt like I was just kind of reading the same characters. And I did kind of feel that a little bit in this one, not as much as in Love on the Brain. If I know I like it, then okay, good, but then also it's kind of like repetitive a bit. I don't know. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm very excited for the Love Hypothesis movie with Lily Reinhart. I'm very excited. So I'm not sure yet if like it's my vibe. I can't decide yet. And maybe it's just me. But see, that's the thing. I feel like I'm like, oh, that's like the same characters, or it's a little repetitive, but I always find myself going back to reading. So this follows 2 people who are left a house, but they actually are strangers. They both knew a lady, and she passed, and she gave 50-50 ownership to both of them. So the guy was already living there, and the girl moves in too, and so they become roommates. And it's the classic, like, not strong enemies to lovers, but kind of like annoyed roommates too. You know. And it was interesting. It went by really fast. I literally did read it in a day. I did feel like I really did like these characters. I felt like they were mostly different, except it's always the guy's kind of like the cloudy, and then the girl's very bubbly and very big personality. So, but then I do like that. So, it's conflicting. I just wish that maybe like switch it sometimes. Yeah. I rated this one 3 stars. I did feel like, obviously, a full book is gonna be more, because you're gonna grow with the characters more, and there's more stuff that happens. So it's totally understandable that I didn't love it as much as a full book, but it was okay. I felt like I was waiting so much for like the slow burn to be done, and then it was like, okay, you're done, and book's done. Which I understand, it's a novella, so like that makes sense. It's only 100-something pages. You only so much you can do. but I felt like I wanted more. But it's a novella, so like I totally get it. It was good for if you need a short little book and you're trying to meet your goal of how many books you read in a month, or end of the year, you need a short little book to like meet your goal. I would highly recommend that for that. It was really quick. I read it in a day and it was okay. You know, it's kind of one of those books that it's like either a filler book or, you know, I just need a romance right now and I don't want to go through a 300-page romance right now. Can relieve the itch, you know? So, yes, 3 stars. I would recommend, but I think I like her full books more. Next. Ooh, okay. So, the next one is The Examiner by Janice Hallett. So, this one, I'm like obsessed with Janice Hallett's books right now. She writes in such a unique, interesting way that I would highly recommend checking out at least one of her books. I would recommend, obviously, her first one, The Appeal, if you're just wanting to try out one of her books. She has such a unique format for a mystery. So basically, all her books are not set up in chapters. It's not like a traditional book. It is filled of documents. So there's, you know, documents, emails, text messages, all these different documents compiled together, and you're going through, like, you really feel like a detective because you're going through all these different files and emails to try to figure out, one, what the heck happened, if anyone died, and who did it. So it's very interesting. I just think about, while reading it, how much work it must take to, one, just write the mystery. She must have to write the mystery first, then put it into documents and emails that make sense to slowly hint at stuff, and I'm amazed. I think she's a genius. I don't, like, her brain must be huge. Her hippocampus is probably huge. Like, I am just amazed by her books. It's so interesting. This one was really interesting because it took place in a college class. Most of her books, I think, do take place in, like, London or England. You know, it was an arts class that kind of went in with how to do the art, but then also how to put business into it. And I'm like, can I take this class in real life? And all the characters were very interesting. This one was cool because it was I don't know if master's or something, where it has a bunch of like young people and older people taking the class together. So that was a really interesting dynamic. And I just love, because you feel like you're trying to figure out what the heck's going on through all these documents, and I'm just enjoying the ride, you know, like, I'm just sitting back reading it, and you tell me what's going on. When it's revealed at the end, I also read another one, The Killer Question, last year. That one was really interesting. They're all just so interesting. That's the only way I'm going to describe it, is I highly recommend, and definitely might not be for everyone, because, you know, you're reading a lot of different stuff, and it's just the document is not getting explained to you. You're slowly, little clues are coming out. They're like you piecing it together, and then obviously at the end she does wrap it up. But yeah, I highly recommend. I think I rated this one 4 stars. I did feel like I liked The Killer Question and The Appeal better. Yeah, I rated this one 4 stars. Wasn't my favorite, no, but I really did enjoy it. Every single format, there's only been one of hers that I didn't love the format, is the typhoid code. I probably talked about it too much, how much I don't like it. That one was put into, like, it was like audio files that they put into a program that, like, translated it into text, and it would mess up, so then, like, that was like it would mess things up, so then it means something different. That it was kind of confusing. Also, I didn't really love the mystery because there was a twist at the end I didn't love. That was like, So, doesn't always hit, but when it does, it's good. And I just heard that there's a second book in the Appeal series coming out. I heard it was announced. I'm so excited. That one is so interesting. If you like messy drama in a town, you'll like that one. That one's very interesting. With a lot of drama in a small little town. So if you like that, definitely recommend. There is a short little Christmas Appeal one too That one was interesting too. That was kind of like a past mystery, short little story. But yeah, I would highly, highly recommend this. Any of Janet Tillet's books, except the Trifork. But the Peel in Question, even this one, The Examiner, I enjoyed all of them. And it's just, honestly, just a fun ride, you know? And I'm up for the ride. It's really interesting. I'm easily wowed. And when I'm reading it, I'm just like, the work that she had to put into to make this is incredible. And I might change it to 5 stars just because of that. We'll see. But yeah, definitely recommend. So that's all the books in January and February. And comment down below, what was your favorite book of each month? Let me do that real quick. Let me think. So for February, it was definitely The Examiner. I did like that more than the Under One Roof. And then it was either Fake Skating or How to Cheat Your Own Death. Definitely January was my favorite. Was How to Cheat Your Own Death. I love the Castle Knoll series. Go trade that, please. I'm going to stop babbling now. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Did you see my shirt? It's a goose girl. My sister hand embroidered it. And it's so cute. Also, you see my makeup? Pink.